hello. I'm going to stream this. We'll see what happens.
What, the Red Dead?
Yeah, because just there's always some garbage that happens, some random thing when it's not like crashing into anything. It's like, oh, the light, the day is gonna turn to night and then turn to
Oh
day
yeah.
and turn to night like in like 2 seconds. So, um, we should just start doing those Capitaaaleeee missions, right? Like the side.
The new ones? Mm-hmm.
And then there's like two main ones, two more main ones.
Yeah, there was like a couple of big ones that I saw that require a couple of trips.
Awesome. Unfortunately, this one is like a 25. That's the same thing, right? 25 levels, and like just by I don't know, kind of walking forward, I'm at level 7 already. So
Is it another one of those you have to pay a bunch of gold for again? So I don't
yeah,
have.
it's like 25 gold, and then you get like you go through it, and if you finish it, you get the 25 back basically.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten it. I don't know. I don't remember from the last one.
Did you finish the last one?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
I
I
think
mean, we
I
only
may be
played
at level
like
2.
2 times or whatever, 3 times,
Yeah,
something
and
like
I
that.
did a
So
couple of things by myself, and then I just got bored because it's a lot of the same stuff.
it is, it is. And then
Well, I tried doing one. It's like get my valuables from this mine, like the Sean guy asked for, and
oh, I did that
I went.
solo. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, I did that too, but I couldn't find the stupid valuables.
Oh, oh,
And
you were
time ran
running
out, so I was
around.
like, "What
Oh,
the
you're
fuck?"
running around in the
Yeah,
in the mine.
I kept
It's
putting Eagle Vision to see if anything popped out, and like
uh
nothing. So I'm like, I don't know who has your stuff, dude.
Power Pain Dash Mash is now
I think
live.
it was on the
Streaming
stupid.
Red
I
Dead
just remember
Redemption
that
2,
because yeah, it's
Capitaaaleeee.
like okay, I'm killing so many people. This thing's like a maze, and I'm really hoping I could find this, but I made it out. I made it out.
Yeah, and then even after you go through everything, you kind of retread everything. You're like, okay, it's not that big. So I'm like, I've been through every part of
Yeah,
this.
and it should glow too. Like it, it shouldn't be
Yeah,
that
or
hard.
tingle or something, but I didn't get anything.
Hmm?
All right, let's see. Did you start a party or a posse?
Yeah, I have 33 capitale, so we can do the two extra ones.
It doesn't say you're on,
That's weird.
unless you're not Rough Riders, right?
Oh, you're looking for the posse? Let me. I have to start it actually. Uh, should be good to go now.
Yeah, let me go back. It's like I got the notice, but the posse thing didn't light up.
So what should we do first? The just go right into the main missions, or because I
Yeah,
think
I would say if they're available, definitely go for them.
the main
Because
missions.
the rest of them are like the stuff that just gets recycled, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The other ones, but there's so many, which is awesome. I like, like
Yeah, different
the
people have like their own versions of their own missions now.
awesome.
Like, because they're like, go to this guy. You know, that guy in town has something special for you.
Okay, unfortunately, how far do we have to go? Oh, not too far. To Joe. I think we always
Okay.
go to Joe.
Is that the black guy?
No,
Oh, it looks like He-Man.
Foreman
He's
is the
strung out.
black guy. Yeah, Joe's the guy like that totally says Capitale is like Capitale or something like that.
Yeah. I had to delete a lot of video stuff that I had saved from here, from Red Dead. And I was like going through everything to see what it was. I'm like, why did I save this? It's so stupid. But one of them was like, when I was riding around on an horse with just his stuff, you know, just the saddle, his skull mask. That was
Uh-huh.
it.
Oh, there was no horse.
Yeah, no
The
horse.
horse was
So I was
missing.
just floating. Yeah, on a skeleton horse. Well, I mean, if it wasn't for the mask, you wouldn't probably see his face either. But that's all it showed.
That is really creepy.
Yeah, I got off and on and did all this. I'm like, no, it's not coming back.
But it's reading it as a horse. It's just. It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
there.
I would make him fall and stuff. It just looks so dumb.
Yeah, and then the patch. I don't know what the patch did, but like the patch was a tiny patch. Apparently, if you got the very early version of the patch when it first released or something, it was like 20 gigs or something by accident. Cause I think it was a tiny patch, wasn't it? Just now that you
I
installed.
don't. Oh yeah, like it was nothing. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I
I
ran
don't
into
know
your
what
horse and I
happened there.
flew.
Says you gotta trade some Capitaaaleeee for it.
Capitaaaleeee.
Goodwill. New
All right, I
offer
have
from the
33,
Italian.
and these things are like
Just
15,
need
right?
the damn Capitaaaleeee.
So, the Ember of the East.
Oh yeah, how do you check that, by the way? How do I press?
I only saw it
I'll
when
hold
I'm.
my
Oh yeah,
nose and
it's
get
like
this
in your
stinking
satchel or whatever.
Capitaaaleeee to the Italian. There. I didn't open it, if that's
Capitaaaleeee
what you
to
think.
the Italian.
I ain't stupid.
I ain't stupid.
Careful with that sawed-off shotgun.
Whoa.
Oh man. Yeah, for whatever reason, the wrestling game that I backed 4 years ago, so they put it
4
out
years.
on Steam, uh, and then they were just all in on like developing for the consoles and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, the company that they were with, that they branded and everything like that, they had all the wrestlers in there. That
Oh,
company
cool.
closed last year, right?
Oh, man.
So they closed last year, so they had to
Senator
get rid of
Ricard. You recall
all
we spoke of him?
of the
The man who has
branding
so
and the
foolishly been
wrestlers.
trying to make his reputation at the
What,
expense
really?
of my
Yeah,
employer.
yeah.
He wishes to
So-
put himself and his
Damn,
beloved
that sucks.
Lemoyne in the
So
So
what
that-
is it now?
that
It's
added-
like
Bulk
Bulk Bogan or something?
And he
Uh,
has devised
I'm not
quite
sure.
the
I don't know. I
centerpiece.
didn't get to play
Three
yet.
of the world's most famous
for whatever
jewels
reason,
brought
they didn't
together
give-
for a single
They didn't
exhibit.
give like the
Except
codes to the
We
backers
will
first.
ensure they never meet.
Like
One by
I
one,
just got an
as they are
email
taken west,
after the
You
movie.
will find them. You
that,
will procure them. And if you value my friendship as highly
that
as you
like
should,
I just had to reply
you will
to and
bring
then
them
tell
to
them
me.
what version
Today's
I wanted.
prize,
Yeah.
the Ember of the East. A flawless
But apparently it has a
ruby,
crazy,
quite unique.
it's
color
got a
has been described as
cross-play,
that of
like,
blood fresh from a deep wound.
character
The
creation
stone is
thing,
said
so
to
I'm
exert
sure
a
all
potent
those
influence on those
all the
around,
characters that you
breeding
want are like
jealousy,
just
fear,
sitting there to
even
download.
violence.
Yeah.
A dozen have died.
Wait, have we done this
trying to
before? Didn't we
obtain
do
it.
something
I
about
trust you will not
with
be
a
the
jewel?
13th.
I think
The
it's
jewel has just made landfall in Annisburg under heavy
well,
guard. Though
we
where
only
exactly
did
it is
the
being
one,
held,
the first
you will
one,
need to discover
but I think
for
there's like
yourself.
multiple jewels.
Oh. Yeah, because it was a different color.
And definitely, it had like the new star on it. Whenever it has a star, it's new, so it had that too. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, that last one was like, we were dying left and right at that train or whatever. In Sandadine.
Yeah, I think it's because it's just two of us, so it's kind of like, good luck.
It's a lot. It's a lot of bullets. Search
I just realized,
Ansford
yeah, having
for
that
the
Steam Deck be cool for those to kickstart, because there's a bunch of games that I kickstarted that I never really got to play, because they never ported them, you know? Oh shit.
Oh! I shot that guy as you tackled him.
Yeah, because I'm like, how's he dead already? Like, I didn't do anything
That
to
was
him.
amazing. I shot him in the head as you tackled him.
No wonder. Oh, who's shooting us far up? There's a sniper really far up there, huh? Whoa, that sniper! Wow, that guy's got a good aim. That
Oh,
dude's
this
really
guy-
far away.
There's a guy on the. There's a guy in a water tower. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's another guy
I
further
died.
back.
Oh, that guy got me too. All right, you wanna? We don't have any lives left, but you know, like, hey.
That's all we need. I'm like, where is he?
You want a sniper duel? Did you get him?
No, I shot one, but he's not dead. And I tried using, what do you call it? A dead eye to get him. Oh, there you are, you little bastard. He's like hiding behind smoke up there on that tower.
Oh yeah, I see him.
I can't really get a beat on him.
I got him.
Nice. What are we supposed to be doing here?
It just says search for a chest. Like, what are we supposed to be doing other than just dying by a sniper up on a water tower?
Yeah, and it's like a huge area to search.
Watch out for a train. Right down the middle.
Is it really?
Oh shoot! Guy on a turret too.
Oh shit, how did this happen? I've never seen a train pass through here.
It just rolled up.
I guess
There's a
it's for
turret
this.
gun right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm on one of them.
Ow, ow.
Oh, that's that guy. There's still another sniper over there somewhere. I just saw a smoke trail.
Oh, they're coming down.
What a turd you go. Ah! Oh, I guess we gotta search those little yellow spots. Duh. Oh, Gene, where is this guy?
You see anything over here?
We gotta go back up there. Those are the last two.
There are 4 of them, so.
Oh yeah, they just appeared again.
Anything here?
Oh, there's a lot of guys over here. They're like waiting in here.
Oh, this wagon is a inspect thing. So, okay. Nothing there. So I got rid of that circle. How you doing over there?
I'm about to die.
Eat
If
something.
I don't hide somewhere really quick. Yeah. Gotta get that tonic. Eat some canned peaches.
Are you outside?
No, I'm in this little place where they're grinding all this crap.
Okay, hang on.
But I'm good because there's one guy left. So. Ooh, okay, buddy. Yeah, he's dead. There's a guy behind you. You got him?
Yeah.
He came running right behind you.
Alright, you see anything glowing? The yellow glow. I
I'm
saw
going
a
to the far
cart.
end over
So
here.
I searched a cart, and that's what got rid of the circles. So.
Oh, shit.
Is there anything over here?
Whoa! Hiding in the dark. What am I supposed to...
Is there another
Nothing
cart
here.
somewhere? got way up in my face. Oh, you found one. You searched one.
I did, but it
So
didn't.
where's?
I don't know if I
where's
meant
this
if
one?
I was supposed to go in here or into the mine. Is it?
The mine that you were just talking about?
Yeah, no, that's a different one. What?
Oh, is that it down there?
Oh.
What in the world? It's got to be up by you because I don't see anything.
Yeah, there's still a couple more spots up here, but this whole area is yellow now.
It's like overlapping yellow, right?
And there's like a ton of and there's like a ton of guys here now in the mine. So like they're waiting for us.
Okay. Why is there a guy, like a leader guy over here? Upstairs? I have collected the foreman's key. This can be used to open the doors to the foreman's office. Oh. Okay.
Well, it's better leave than this.
I knocked out the foreman. Okay. This jail over here, right? Let's see.
Oh, see, it came back. The little yellow pieces came back again.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you get on it, it's like, alright, search this entire mine. I hate mines.
I hate mines.
Somebody in there.
Searching a desk.
So creepy. Hearing them, like, threaten you, echoing through the mines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing there. That was weird. Oh, there are. I have 2 keyhole icons on my map.
I see a lock icon.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my god. Let's not fall off and die here. That'd be stupid. Alright. Going upstairs?
What is this? Detonate? What am I detonating? Alright, just push it. Holy shit! We blew up something.
That's it. Upstairs still? Oh yeah, it's totally up here. It's got to be in here.
I'm trying to get out.
Loot
Loot the chest. Oh,
Oh, it's totally the gem.
yeah.
They are not happy.
Where do you have it? You're above me?
Yeah. Man, it was right next to where the grain.
Holy shit.
Up here.
Huh.
But in the side room. I had the option to break the lock too if I didn't have the key.
Nice.
How did I get down?
I just jumped.
Oh, that's too risky. Only because, like, you know, if I die,
Yeah.
and then it's like, is this over?
Oh shit. Oh, that's you. I was like, what the hell?
You know what? Let's see if we can take the train.
Can it go through all this?
Maybe.
I guess so. Shit, I was like, who the hell's here?
Here we go. Check the map. Are we at all on the right track?
Hold on, someone's going up behind us. Gotta get this stuff. Oh, no, he's not. He's gonna shoot.
We got some bad guys on the right side coming up here.
Yeah, it's actually good. Yeah, actually, it's really good. Yeah, keep going.
They put a wagon in front of us.
Oh, shit.
Like that's gotta stop
Oh,
us.
just smashed right through it.
They didn't even like slow
Wow,
us
so-
down or anything.
So did they assumed that we were gonna take the train?
Most people are probably gonna take the train if you put a train in front of them. I guess. I
Shit,
guess.
that's my horse.
There's a guy on the right side. He's running. I don't know if he's good or bad.
Yeah, I know. I don't think so. He's just a dude. Don't worry, the yellow thing's gonna be on the right side. So
My horse just died.
I saw it run over on the side. Mine always did the same.
I've been talking about like going on a train ride, like from here to California, right? And then like
Are we gonna get off right here?
right here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then my
The
friend
road's right here.
was like, "Oh, just prepare yourself for like how many dead deer there are like on the side of the train." Oh no, my horse. So I pretty much figure like, same idea. Horse.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to do
deer
that
is
to
gonna-
go up the west coast, but I want to
Uh-huh.
go on like a nice train, like that has like a nice. What do you
like
call it?
sleeper cars and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to just be sitting across somewhere for the whole trip.
Yeah.
I actually want to lay down.
Especially now. Yeah. Exactly. I heard about like some train line from Washington State into Alaska. Except I was like, I don't know what I do in Alaska. Like once you get there.
Yeah, That's actually pretty cool. I mean, there's got to be
But
something,
the
but
train sounds amazing, right? The
yeah.
trip is probably like nothing you've
There's
ever
a
seen before.
couple like these small liners that are like meant for that kind of sort of thing. I mean, like just like a nice trip, you know, not like your typical Amtrak.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like I want, there's one there's one actually in Mexico that does something similar that goes down like along the coast, which seems really cool. That I kind of want to go do. My parents want to do it too, so I want to see if we can go do it sometime next year or something. I don't know, whenever it's possible.
How long is that? Anyways, like the only
It's
thing
only like
that's
a couple of days. It's
okay.
it's it's a really short trip, you know. Like it's more about like just getting to see all the mountains and then ending up in this small town, and then that town has like this. Because I wanted to go to this awesome hotel that's like on the cliffside. It's this
Mhm.
big old. It literally looks like the hotel from the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's a
Okay.
pink hotel on the
Huge
cliffs.
place then.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, because they're like, this is, I think this is where you got inspiration from, and I was like, holy shit, like, and this is in Mexico, like, I gotta go there. And then my dad's like, I think the train that we want to take passes there or stops there. And I was like,
Oh,
that's a done deal. We got to do it.
then easy, right? Like stay there for a day or whatever, and then
Yeah,
that's
I was
good.
just like, I'm down to just chill there, and then leave. So wait, that was kind of unceremoniously, right? Like they didn't
That
do
was
anything.
very quick. We stood by a waterfall. Congratulations.
And they didn't even say
Yay
like,
us.
thank you. Here's some Capitaaaleeee.
They're like, here, your gift here is that you're in the very top corner of the map.
Of the map.
Congratulations.
Good luck getting to somebody.
You know what? I'm gonna set the camp up, and then I can fast travel. I don't think you can fast travel with me, but
I can't use your fast travel thing. Damn, you got your
no,
camp literally right here?
just this. It's this like wilderness camp.
Oh yeah, the simple camp.
Oh, I forgot where I had to just teleport to. Emerald Ranch.
I mean, you can teleport from these things?
It's it's a pamphlet. I got it in one of the battle passes earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can buy it with money, but I don't. I can't even imagine how much that's gonna be. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna travel to Joe, and then
Yeah, then start it.
I'll launch that Capitale.
Well, I like more money than I really need.
I
Not me, like it's not a lot of money because I was just spending it on whatever, but I could probably buy all the crap that
I have
it was too expensive.
$5,800 in this game.
Oh yeah, see, like I have like 3,000.
There's like, and you get
Yeah,
so
and
much
14
stuff
gold
that
still.
it's like, why even bother?
Yeah, and I keep selling that stuff from Madame
You have
Yoda or
14
whatever her
gold.
name
I
is.
have 760.
Gold?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I'm set for life in this game. They just need to give me more things to do.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully
Yeah,
there's
that's the
no
stuff I haven't paid
cooldown.
for, like stuff that you need gold for. I'm like, no, I'll wait.
Right. Uh, there's no. I hope there's no cooldown. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
I think for some, but not all of them.
Ride in the Joe. There's a lot of people over here.
Oh, what's that? We got ourselves a hideout.
That's it.
More work come in. Maybe some Capitaaaleeee to find.
Capitale.
New work. Maybe get some of your Capitaaaleeee.
Oh, we don't have to.
New offer from the Italian. Just need the damn Capitaaaleeee.
Here we go.
All right.
You're gonna get pulled into
I'll
this.
take your precious.
Oh shit! It's just as I
stash
got to
the
the hideout
Italian.
too.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Hey.
Hope it's worth it. Just remember,
They're gonna take free
old
shots
Joe
on you when
got
you
where
freeze.
you are.
Yeah, I'll probably get it. I'll get it done before I can take the last guy out. Yep. The guy was just running out. Like, I'm out of here. Oh well.
Hopefully, ad works here. Let's see. Oh, did you see?
Senator
I think you
Ricard,
mentioned
you
like
recall we spoke of
Muppets
him?
and stuff like that.
The
It's like
man who has so
everything's
foolishly
like
been trying to make his
40th
reputation at the
anniversary or
expense of
whatever,
my
right?
employer.
Like
Oh,
left
is
and
it?
right.
Just to put himself and his
that what's
beloved
going on?
Lemoyne in
It's
the
like old
headlines of
movies.
next year's Centennial State Fair in Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean it's just because you know
And he
the
has devised
New
quite
Beverly
the
opened up again,
centerpiece.
so they're doing
3 of the
more
world's most famous
matinee
jewels
shows.
brought together for a single
Like on the
exhibit.
weekends, the movies are
Except
like at 2 o'clock
we
instead
will
of like in the
ensure they
evenings.
never meet. One by one,
So it's easier to
as
just
they are
go
taken
see something
west,
really quick.
you will find
So I
them.
have
You will procure
Labyrinth
them.
this
And if you
Saturday,
value my friendship as highly
and
as you
then
should,
the original,
you
not the
will
original,
bring
the
them to me.
the new
Today's
movie,
prize,
the new Muppets movie,
the
not the
diamond,
sequel,
Il
but
Sovrano, pale yellow, so big you could not close it in your
was it
fist.
the? I think
If
it's
you
just called the
believe
Muppets movie,
stories,
right?
it was stolen from a temple
I
in
don't know.
India, and
Like
tragic
the
fates have
reboot
since
I don't
befallen its
remember.
owners.
Jason,
For Senator Ricard,
Amy
Oh,
Adams,
we gave
and
the
oh,
colors a
Jason
little
something.
assistance.
Siegel,
Yes,
whatever.
Yeah,
a consortium of your
yeah, I think that's
southern
The
that
guy
one.
for Freaks and
have
Geeks.
paid handsomely for the
Yeah.
privilege of hosting the stone in the roads before it travels west.
Um,
Tonight, the
And
senator's
and
representative comes
then
to collect it.
Jaws
You will
on like
ensure
the
that
last
it never
Friday of the
enters
month.
his possession.
awesome.
Just because you know Jaws. I mean, like I have Jaws, but I like seeing it in the theater.
Oh, this is with the crowd and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the only other outside of the AMC stuff. So the music box. I got a ticket for Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, where they're gonna have a post Q&A with 2 of the people from Twin Peaks.
Did you go to the shit? What was it that they were showing? It was 2 anime movies. Millennium Actress and another one.
No, I don't even know what those are.
Oh, those are really good. Like, I would have got that one. That's it. That was a good double at the music box.
Yeah, I haven't been to the music box inside since.
This whole place is red.
The heck did I watch?
Oh, was I supposed to go in there? I don't know. Was there something in there?
Identify and take out or hog tie the target.
Oh shit! Did I kill him on accident? What's that thing in that building? It looks like a little white slash.
Oh, it's the guys over here.
You found him? Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Oh, on this place.
Oh, they're surrounding me.
I'm just shooting him through outside the window. Oh!
Oh, what happened?
Some dude blasted me out of the window. With the shotgun. See that dude.
That guy's so bleeding out. You should die. You're dead, right? Okay, you're dead. And more
The dude is still playing the piano as we're shooting everybody.
craft. Dedicated to the craft.
You keep playing.
Oh, what did I die from? Shot with a sawed-off shotgun. That's great.
Oh, the same dude that got me. Oh, what the yeah. Oh, there's a guy up top. Shit, that was it.
Ouch.
You just go flying with these
Ouch.
shots. They just blast you.
There was one guy totally doing like the Deadeye because he was using the pistol like with the rapid fire pistol when you tap the trigger, or the hammer or whatever it is.
Yeah, because I still had plenty of life, and it's just boom. And he had a pistol too, and my head flew off.
That's good. That's good. We were bound to fail one. There you go.
Oh shit, it was back here. It's not much of a checkpoint.
Oh, I hit replay mission.
Oh. So like, what's going on?
Not that it mattered, because, I mean, you just went in here and just killed everybody, like, instantly anyways. I like how you went in there because they had red dots, and then it's like, oh, was I supposed to kill these guys?
Well, are we not? I don't know, red, like you said.
No,
are they...
you asked after the fact.
And it look like normal bad guys to me. Like you said, they had like the red dot. Shoot first, ask questions later.
I want to head upstairs first.
There's a bunch of these guys there now. Oh, some of these guys are just normal people.
Yeah, there was a woman like running past me here.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
I got one guy.
The law's gonna have your blood on its hands.
Who are these guys? Are they cops or just bad guys?
I was not paying attention. I'm almost there.
Oh.
Oh, you're
This is the
almost.
first time they give me a last stand.
Hold up.
Yeah, it's alright.
Drop
No
down.
rush.
Are you in the
There's
middle?
three guys over here. Yeah, I'm right in the staircase. In
Okay.
the middle of the staircase.
Headed over. Oh my god, there's so many people.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, they tackled me.
It's hard to tell who's who.
Just shoot everybody.
You're like trying to shoot somebody, and it's like, oh, that's just a bystander. Oh man, like getting tackled left and right.
Okay, I'm going back upstairs. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'll take the guys outside. There's a lot of guys outside.
What? I can't go through this door? I just been shooting through this this window this whole time. I can't go through the door.
Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, I think it's okay for me to go inside.
You good?
Not quite.
There's one guy left.
Shit. I'm seeing red, so I can't see.
That's
They're
it.
trying to kill me.
Guy right in the front door. Two guys.
Oh, sounds like somebody's behind us.
Underneath us. Right there.
Wagon. Why the hell did you come up here anyway?
Oh!
Wow.
That guy
Flew into it.
all in. By the way, the bartender and the pianist, very very
just chill.
dedicated.
You can't even kill him.
Oh.
Shit. Why am I? Oh, come on.
Oh,
Jesus,
hey,
they're coming out
hey.
everywhere.
Oh god, I'm almost dead. Oh, I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh, pick me up.
Where are you? Oh, okay.
I'm in the corner. Halfway dead. Oh, pick me up. Pick me up.
How do I do it? How do I do it?
I don't
Oh, there you
know.
go.
I don't know, I'm dead.
Oh, he's picking up your body. No, stick him down.
Alright, I'm off to the wagon.
Yeah.
Because they spawned me very far away.
Holy shit, there's like a ton of these guys.
I don't think they're gonna stop coming.
God damn it.
Ow!
You have the wagon? I don't know where we are.
No, I got the horse. The wagon's way out here. I killed everybody over here.
All I have is explosive bullets.
I got the wagon.
A lot of guys.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I think they just killed your horse, don't they?
let's see. I'm still alive.
Oh, what kind of turn is this?
You would think if you got shot once, you wouldn't go back rushing into danger.
They never learn.
I'm gonna prove to you
Okay,
I
hang
can
on.
kill
hang
these
on.
guys.
Whoa.
What'd you do?
Checking.
The map?
No, Best Buy has a 10-day, 10 games, $10 thing going on.
Oh,
and at midnight they always switch over. So I wanted to see what the $10 game is.
what was it?
Rainbow Six, something.
Siege?
Yeah, for $10.
I wish I had more people to play that with. I've had that game for a while. I never actually really fully played it. Like I did like maybe one mission or something like that. It might even been when I played it in E3, I don't even remember. What was it before? Or those other games?
The biggest one, well, the first game was the Mario Rabbids, like, XCOM game from years back. And then the second one was Overcooked, the new one.
All you could eat?
Yeah, so instead of 50 it was like 10. And then yesterday was, or today was Rage 2, so now it's Rainbow Six.
Is it any game or is it just Xbox?
It's whatever they have on hand.
Oh right, because of Mario.
Of all the treasures, I could never have thought.
Let me see,
I
let me
have one
double
like
check
this
here.
in my
What do we
presence,
got?
let alone in my hands. You have done well, my friend.
Yeah, like Rage 2, like, no. I'm pretty sure that game would be like $7 at this point.
Yeah. I actually honestly forgot that they actually made it too.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe Edition for PlayStation 5 for $10 instead of 40.
It's fun. I like the breaching. I think that's the most fun part.
That's a tough game. It's always been a
Yeah.
tough game. 'Cause you die instantly, I think.
Yeah.
Should I get this for $10? Deal ends in 23 hours and 56 minutes.
Is it just until it runs out?
Yeah. Or the timer runs out. So
Hmm.
either they sell out or the timer runs out. PS5 version. Interesting. $10? Sure, I'll throw $10 at this.
It's the physical one?
Yeah, it definitely has shipping on it. Best Buy obviously wants to just get rid of their inventory.
Overstock. Yeah.
It's just like no better way than just put it at $10, right? Like people will pay $10, like buy things at $10, like
Yeah, definitely.
a lot quicker than anything else. So yeah, okay.
I mean, that's how I end up buying so many movies on iTunes. I'm like, am I
$10?
gonna watch this? It's $5. We'll see.
Yeah, $5.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Maybe.
But I'm like, at least I have it, you know? Because it's like, I mean, like a lot of these movies too, like the moment I buy it, it's like Prime's like, oh, you can watch this movie for free on Prime. I'm
Of
like,
course,
you assholes.
of
As soon as I
course.
bought it, you show that it's available. But then I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, whatever, because I don't want to go searching for whatever platform has this movie. Like, at least I know that I have it.
But then there's no guarantee that they're gonna keep it either. Like, okay, they might have it, but then do you want to watch it at that time or whatever?
Yeah, exactly, because then they're going to be like, oh, we took it, you know, like, for
Yeah,
whatever
they'll lose
reason,
the
they're
rights
licensing.
to it. Yeah, and it'll move over, and that's it.
Well, I've been really pissed because iTunes are being super shady now. Where before, if you bought a movie and it, you know, it's just a movie or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they uploaded it with like,
Oh,
or
extras.
what do you call it, updated with the extras, right? You would get the extras. You know, like my old HD movies turned into 4K movies for free,
Okay.
which
But
is
now
awesome.
you have to get the 4K version.
But now, before you did, now it'll update to 4K, but if a movie has extras, you have to rebuy that movie.
Oh.
Which is really shitty. Because I'm like, because I even, like, I bought a movie twice on accident. Because I'm like, I thought I owned this. Why don't I have this?
It's
You know, and I buy
like, they just listed
Yeah.
under like a different version.
And it's the same thing. It's just like one of them has, you know, the extras and the other one doesn't. So I got pissed off and I, you know, emailed them or whatever. Like, hey,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this bullshit? You know, like,
like
because it's
not
like
my
it should
account.
show that I have it. You know, it should show that I have it.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you doing this? You know, and it's just like, oh, you know, it's up to the studios to do that. I'm like, no, like you could easily list
know
it.
what
Yeah,
they
you could
did.
easily list it.
I'm sure the studio knows what they did. You know, like.
Yeah, I'm like, this is some shady shit. I told them, and they're just like, oh, you know, it's the studios. Don't blame us. Like, I even tried, like, calling them out on Twitter, and, like, no one gave a shit. I'm like, come on, we should rally against them. Give us our extras for free. And, like, no one cared. And to be honest, like, I haven't really been paid. Like, you know, when we were younger, I used to love behind-the-scenes type shit. Like, you know, got to get the collector's edition because it has everything. Like, all the back stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't really watch that stuff anymore.
The thing that I wanted to watch is, like, Tenet's stuff. I actually watched that on Apple. The extras.
Yeah, well, yeah, new movies will automatically come with the extras, you know. But it's like the older stuff. You know? Like, I had, like, all the Kill Bills, and it's like, well, now you can buy them again with the extras. And that pissed me off because I thought I had it. I mean, I do, but then I'm like, and I have the DVDs, you know, with the same extras. So I'm like, whatever. I don't really.
No,
care.
but I just mean, like, you know, the quality of extras. Like, that was a movie I wanted to see. Like,
oh yeah,
how they made it. You know, like that kind of thing. There just aren't that many that it's like, oh sure, I'll watch. You know, I really want to see this. How behind the scenes stuff. But Nolan movies, they always go out of their way. Like, it's almost like the behind the scenes stuff is usually like, you know, movie length long. Like, others are just like outtakes or something like that.
But I also like watching them with directors' commentaries, if they have the director or, you know, the main actors. Especially like that's why I have to, like, the Criterion collection, right? Like, they don't. This sucks too, because on iTunes they don't sell them with the extras at all. Which is like the whole point of having Criterion, you know?
Yeah,
because they have like the best extras.
Yeah, we'll just give you the movie where you can get the movie.
But you still gotta pay $20 every time. I'm like, screw you. But I mean, like, they had a sale recently, and I bought a ton for $5.
The $5. Wow.
They were $5. Yeah, correct. I mean, like, they weren't the disc. Yeah, it was all digital stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, like all classic Kurosawa stuff. I think I bought like a ton of Charlie Chaplin movies.
Did your friend Martelli mention?
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the best sales we can get on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or whatever, it's like, what, like $20 for those movies?
It's the 50% off thing.
Yeah,
they're crazy. It's 50% off their crazy.
Yeah, their retail price.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'll still get them. Like, I have all the Wes Anderson movies like that because those are awesome. They have, like, really good extras.
The last ones I bought were the Bruce Lee box set for like $60, and then
do they have a lot of behind the scenes stuff?
Off the 50. What does it have?
Always money to be made when rich folk get to scrapping.
Seven Blu-ray special edition features. 506 minutes.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's in combined, right, for all the movies.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah.
102-minute special edition version of Enter the Dragon. 6 audio commentaries on The Big Boss.
Wow. But see, like, a lot of times, like, that's overkill because I don't want to hear, like, the
some random,
cinematographers.
super random person.
Yeah, you know, like, talking for the entire movie. Like, I would just rather watch, like, a 20-minute, you know,
nothing is going to
vignette.
Get as random as, like, Dark City's Roger Ebert commentary.
Yeah, see, that's random, but that's actually kind of cool because he's a critic, you know.
But
So he's like, "Yo,
he loved that movie so much that like he's like I want to record a commentary.
the commentary for it." One of my favorite commentaries is for the movie Sideways, because it's just Paul Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church like just joking around, and it's
Hanging
so
out.
funny. It's like so good. Like I'll put it on and not watch it, just
It's like a
listening to them
whole
talk.
it's whole separate thing, right? So,
Yeah, it's almost like a podcast type, like Mystery 3000, whatever. And it's just like them like making fun of themselves. They're very like self-conscious of themselves too, but they just make fun of themselves too, which is really good.
investigate the gunshots. So this is the first part of a three-parter. I don't know.
Oh, is this actually part of one of the missions?
I'm not even
This
paying
isn't a random
attention.
act?
But I like that it was like the
There's like three
setup,
guys
and I'm
over
like, I'm looking at a Bruce Lee box.
Oh yeah, are the guys inside that or no?
I think so. But it says to take everybody, all the guys out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, they're totally in here.
Yeah, because I couldn't lock on to them, so I'm like, I know.
Oh, are we to defend them?
Yeah, I think we're supposed to just withstand this. Do I really not have any more bullets for this? What the fuck?
Wait, we're supposed to escort 3 dudes with 2 of us?
You got them already, don't you? They all say they're all blued out.
Yeah, what the heck am I supposed
Wait,
to
is there
do?
a wagon,
bring,
maybe?
Bring a wagon out?
There's gotta be something around here. Yeah, there's a wagon right here.
Okay. Oh, look at this crazy,
I mean,
scarecrow.
I hope they can get in this. Wait, did you shoot or I shoot?
I think you shot.
Well, how did I do that?
Is it just 2 of us?
Wait, they can get in, right?
Nope.
Oh, wait,
They're very
Wait.
confused. Oh,
well, there's 2 of
Oh.
them, so I guess one of us has to go riding. Because the other guy's gonna sit up next to you. Oh, wait,
Wait.
are they following me or are they following you?
They're very confused.
Wait, are we gonna leave him? Alright, there you go. Now he's going next to you.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Man.
And then there was like, it's so funny how like no one advertises this. Like iTunes won't say anything, and I'm sure the main company probably wanted to. But like all these Arrow films were like literally like $2-3. You know, so this is like, you know, like classic horror movies or classic 80s cult movies. And I'm like, shit, for $3, like I'll buy a ton of these. Like a couple like Japanese re-releases.
The last I
Like Toxic
randomly
Adventure and stuff like that.
randomly saw I rented Possessor from the library. Just randomly,
yeah.
it was just sitting on a shelf. So I watched the. I don't know if you saw that, but like I
Yeah,
definitely watched
I
the behind the scenes on that one. 'Cause, man,
I actually haven't seen the behind the scenes stuff yet. It's so weird when it came out. It's just like, it's like Possessor uncut. I'm like, was there ever like a non-cut one?
yeah, like this thing is so brutal. It's so brutal.
Yeah, it was like $5, but I just bought it because I'm like, all right, I like Cronenberg stuff. I mean, even though I know it's a stunt,
Yeah.
but it looked pretty interesting. So like, it can't hurt, you know. So
Oh yeah.
that movie was pretty fucking intense.
Yup.
I
I don't know. I
should've
don't know if I
bought
saw the
scanners.
regular version or the uncut version, but whatever I saw was brutal in itself. So.
Yeah, like even when I was watching it, I don't know if it said anything like, which version do you want to see, you know? Oh, I was like, wait, oh, that's you. Shit. I'm like, who's that wagon going that opposite way? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's Steve.
Your team is leaving.
Yeah, like I have like on my wish list of other Cronenberg stuff that I want to get.
Did you connect it to that Movies Anywhere so you can like, so it's not just iTunes, like it'll show up in Amazon and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Good.
Jesus. Oh, I think that guy's dead. Yeah, I was like the only way, like back then, you know, when they were trying to promote that, like, you know, connect everything and you get all these movies. I was like, cool. I remember once because I used to buy a lot of like the digital slips off of people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I'd be like, hey, are you gonna use that? And they're like, no. So they would give it to me or sell it to me. And then a lot of people started selling them on OfferUp and Craigslist. But like, you know, $3, $5, or you know, $2, depending on how many I bought. And I remember once this guy, I wanted Westworld season 1, and he gave it to me, and I put it in the code, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't this working? Because I had already sent them the money, and it was like for what's that service that Walmart uses?
Voodoo.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't use Voodoo. I'm like, give me my money back, and he's like, well, it's too late, you know. It said there. I'm like, you didn't say it was for this shit. Like that was like the only way I could ever watch the show. Is like I had to like download Voodoo and use it, sign up for it.
You should.
They randomly have interesting stuff.
Double check that because Voodoo just bought like Fandango or something like that. So.
Yeah, they've added a bunch more stuff.
So I like check your see if it actually did bring it over because of into Movies Anywhere. Like maybe it's in your Apple account now. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Actually, no, it's not, because I mean, the last time I checked. Also, iTunes is very weird about how it handles the TV shows. I don't understand why they kept it like that. It's kind of like nope.
Don't you have to flip it over to like a TV tab or something?
No, I mean there is. Yeah, there's like another button or whatever, but it's like I have a bunch of stuff that I saved there. You know, like I always want like the complete block box set, so I just save it as a wish list. And so, you know, you go back into your wish list and you see everything you have, and say like I saved the Batman animated series, the complete box set. And normally it's like $100 or you know $80. I should have bought it when it was like $20, you know. But if you click on it again, and you think you're gonna buy it, and then it's not the complete box set. It's like randomly on like season 2 or something. And you're like, what? Like I didn't save this. I was like, why are you? I saved the complete set. Like it does that automatically sometimes. It's really weird. Like same thing for the Airbender or whatever, and and then it won't show you the images of the stuff you saved. So it's like, what the fuck? It's all blacked out. So I'm like, you guys gotta fix this. So I literally have like maybe like
is this words everywhere?
Yeah, it's like you still see like the little tiles, but they're all gray, and then you have to like you know what do you call it? Like over them to see the title.
Wow.
Underneath it. I mean, I'd want to buy more what do you call it shows, but it's like I mean, you usually have to wait until the sale. So I keep forgetting to check because I mostly just buy movies when they're on sale. Like Tuesdays and Fridays is when they have sales on iTunes. So like to this point, I think I only have Mad Men, all of Futurama, and like Clerks. It's just those 3 series.
The cartoon.
Yeah. The animated Clerks. But I do like that if you buy the entire series for Futurama, it also includes the movies that they did at the end.
What the heck is this white dot? Oh. The madam is over here if you need. Let's go over there. Let's see what she has. I haven't. You have to always find her or whatever. So.
Yeah. Do you know if they're killing PSVR or are they
Oh, there's a
doing
new
more with
version
it?
coming out.
Oh, there is cool.
Yeah, there's like their plan is uh it's like a crazy, it's totally like Oculus controllers and stuff like that, like uh no lights and stuff, but they haven't shown the headset yet. So
Mm,
yeah, they are not killing it off. They are actually upgrading it, but they
upgrading it.
haven't. I thought it was gonna be the end of this year, but it's
Well, that
definitely
kind of
gonna
sucks.
be
Then what am I gonna do with this thing?
it's gonna be next year. So
It would have been nice if I could still reuse that set.
and they
You know,
want to
just
do like one cable and not like
all that shit
the
out of this thing.
20,000 cables that have
Yeah.
to like.
I'm always like, what goes where again?
Because
After I
unfortunately,
unplug it.
that's just where VR technology was at the time, right? So
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, the system.
They're definitely not
I
killing
like
it.
it.
It's just you'll see they haven't shown the hardware yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it could handle higher, like better graphics like the Oculus stuff can, that'd be sweet.
That or just like run the games just on a base level better, like
Yeah.
run it better than amazing.
Well, that's what I mean. Like a lot of the games that you play, like they're just kind of like, what do you call it? Downgraded versions of themselves. They don't look good. I mean, and obviously, so you can play fast enough.
Some of them look terrible.
Yeah.
Like they'll play perfectly. Like the gameplay is fine, but the graphics are terrible.
Yeah. But like when it comes to like the more experimental games, those obviously they don't need the graphics, and those are a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Like what is that? Super Hypercube? I think that's one of them.
Hey, the Star Trek thing is by far one of the funnest things.
Oh yeah,
play.
you said the flight deck one is also on VR. That's cool.
It's optional too, so that's nice.
That's sweet.
Let's see the fruits of your labor.
The fruits of your labor.
How does she's not talking to anybody? Are you talking to her? Is
I'm
that why I
talking
can't
to her.
talk to her?
You should be able to talk to her.
The option's not up. Ooh, both of you guys finished.
A full set of swords.
Kitchen lady.
I see. That's so easy to come by.
I have a full set of tarot cards. Give me the money. Oh, it's 1500 XP. I'll take that too. Rank 11 out of 25. We are well on our way.
Gotta pay more for the whole set. I don't give a shit. This is all I got. Actually, it's kind of cool because she's talking to you, so she's not talking to me.
I've been out here for as long
So I don't have to hear her repeat that over and over again.
Spy? What does this lady have? What you got for me? Moonshine? Flight feathers? A whole lot of different buckles?
This land is wide, and people walk it all to come and see me.
Also, I didn't realize. I mean, I have them, but because I never plugged in the VR thing again. But there's like the Spider-Man VR experiences and an Iron Man one, I think. Have you played those?
No, I haven't. Oh, I played some promo Spider-Man thing, but that's pretty much it.
It's probably the same thing.
It was bad.
There was like a Far From Home one, you know.
It was bad.
I have been out here for as long as the running rivers.
But there's like a escape room type thing that's called like I Expect You to Die or something.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
a fun one. Yeah.
so there's a sequel coming too. So
Mm-hmm.
just VR isn't dead. So
Yeah.
it's still getting more stuff. So
That's good. I mean, I tried playing Resident Evil on that thing, and it just freaked me out so much. I was like, I'm not gonna play this at all.
7.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is too much. I'm good.
I tried. Let's see. I tried. Last I played VR was with Star Trek, and then I played Hitman 3 on
I
there,
understand.
and that thing melted my brain. I had like very low level, like a low level motion sickness.
Sickness? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at a certain point, it's like I feel like my brain feels like it's floating. Uh,
Yeah.
that my body's floating right now, and but like I'm so far into this, like I might as well finish the level and then never play it again. So in
I didn't
VR,
know that. I didn't know that Hitman was like that too, or that they had a.
Hitman plays like a whole different game in VR.
That's gotta be pretty fun though.
It is hilarious.
I
Cause
think I deleted it.
I just like ducked behind stuff and just like started like knocking out everybody that was running after me. Uh, and it's just so funny in VR because like you're punching people, right? Like literally punching people. So, uh, just it's wacky. Because with the controller, like the usual stuff, uh, you feel like you're in control, right? The VR thing, it's just so it gets out of hand very quickly.
Yeah, I could imagine because it's pretty frantic once you get caught.
Hmm. And then the other problem, well, maybe the big problem was that I kept changing some settings in the VR for the headset and everything, like the travel and stuff like that. So that probably like destroyed my
Yeah.
brain as well. So that probably didn't help. All right, let's see what the next
More
thing
work
is
come
here.
in. Maybe some Capitaaaleeee to find.
I have to. You know, I don't really like looking at YouTube, but I have to look up YouTube to see if anybody's like if there's a compilation of videos of people crashing on that stupid like
You've been doing
one-wheeled
good for me.
skateboard thing.
Almost too good.
One-wheeled skateboard thing.
It's like
Oh,
a
the one little
electronic
tire,
motorized.
Better to
like
Yeah.
this
sit
tire
here
in the
and go
middle
for
or
the
whatever.
Yeah,
goddamn
I
Is
see
that what
people
you're
riding
talking?
that thing, and I'm like, somebody's got to have been like crashing on this thing, you know, like somebody's got to have videos because I got to see this. You know, it's just
Some idiot was filming and they crashed and then they put it
yeah,
up on YouTube.
exactly.
What do you even call it though?
I forgot. There's like they're like out here trying to sell it. Like, you want to try it out? I'm like, no.
Maybe get some of your Capitaaaleeee.
I'm pretty sure
now.
I'll run into a wall. I mean, I've never used like those other little hoverboard things.
Oh, that mission that we just did has a 28-minute cooldown. So let's try something
The
else.
same one?
The Cornwall contract is what we did. That has a cooldown of 28 minutes, but all the other contracts are up. So I think we did the Jeb Phelps one on your game, right? So
Jib Fields.
Jeb Phelps. Uh,
Working for this man will be
let's
the
try
end
the
of you.
Blue Water contract.
You listen to old Joe. His type means the end of you.
I keep trying to launch the mission, and it's
but I
like,
won't
why
set
can't
foot
I
in
launch it?
Blue
It's
Water
because he's
Marsh.
talking again. Like I
Things
keep
lived there
forgetting
as
that
should have
part.
died. Died there as
Stupid
should have
talking.
lived. Whispering.
Yeah.
Watching. Well, I bet you ain't afraid. 'Cause you're a fool. There's a man. Blue Water John. Used to run with a gang till the marsh got in his soul.
Blue Water John.
Well, his old gang owes a debt to the Italian. Stole some of his precious Capitaaaleeee, too. They gone to ground. Start with John. Get to them. Hope you're feeling brave.
1%. Oh no.
%.
My fault. It's like days like this. I wish I didn't drink.
What bar did you go? You go to like another tiki place
It's just,
or just a bar?
it's my yeah. It's a local tiki bar. It's right here.
You thought you were just gonna hang out? You
Yeah,
crazy?
I mean, like I know, like, I mean, I think like yeah, I was there last week and I had two, but I think I might have eaten before I did, so it wasn't that bad. Today I didn't eat anything until after.
Oh no, we did this one. It's this
Wait,
guitar
this dude?
guy.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you gotta
I see
beat
that
his
look in your
guitar
eye.
up.
Take it easy now.
Take it easy.
Don't want to go down this road.
Oh.
Doesn't look like you're hitting him, like you're trying
No,
to. But
I'm
it doesn't
totally
do anything.
missing.
I got nothing but
I can't do anything now to him.
and that
Oh.
How come you
Are
can
you
hit
standing
him
right in
this
front of
whole
him?
time?
I was like right here. Dave, you stand right here.
I can't hit him at all.
Wait, get in
It's all
front of
you,
him,
man.
like directly in front of
That's
him.
all you.
You can't do it right there, like right there.
Look.
That's weird. Let her. This isn't a woman's job. Let a man do it.
Alright. Know the game. They got it all. Go check my guitar, and there's a map that'll take you right to him.
Well, I didn't know the bottom ones were the ones that we did already. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. There's that
Oh,
snake.
right, the stupid snake. For some reason, a snake got inside the guitar and ate the fucking map. And we still have to inspect it, even though we just saw the snake.
Mm-hmm. Did you kill it?
Yeah, we were supposed to kill it, right? Oh, wait, I'm skinning it now. Wait. Was there supposed to be a map?
I don't think so. I think it's just like it just shows a random snake. And then,
Oh, wait, we weren't supposed to kill this thing?
Hey, you skinned it. You got something. Here, just take it with you.
There you go. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, let's have a little gift.
Attach it to the horse? Alright.
Yeah, but this place is like notorious for making good drinks strong. That's like, even when I was drinking, 3 was too much. Now 2 is too much.
Yeah, when you said it just like tastes like juice. It's like
Yeah, very delicious juice. The most delicious concoctions of pineapple and orange and coconut.
I just figured, you know, it's not like you're just gonna drink like 2 random garbage beers or something like that. Like,
Oh yeah, they don't serve beer there. Which is so funny. A lot of people go there
you
asking
went with
for it.
like one of those drinks or whatever. So like,
Yeah, well, there's 2 reasons why I wanted to go this time. Oh, what? Man, I should have loaded up on ammo. I keep forgetting about this. Ooh. How do you shoot me through the distance? Oh, now it's foggy.
Shit. Oh.
I didn't see that good in the first place. What is that? You got the bag? Oh, you found the bag.
I didn't see any. Maybe because I just walked in here.
Yeah, it's at the end of the building. What am I shooting? You don't see the icon? It's all the way at the end.
I got it. No, I was like checking
Searching stuff.
a drawer. That takes somebody's hat. Ow! Oh, oh wow! It's like you shot that guy in the spine.
Yeah. He's paralyzed. Holy. That guy looked like he got stuck on his horse. Like he was trying to get off, but he just fell off to the side.
One guy left.
Well, I think they're gonna keep coming. But yeah, last week I went because I wanted to do a photo shoot there, so I took a bunch of pictures
Okay.
and some video. And then, like, you know, like you said, I'm already there. Might as well drink. And then today I was like, last week I forgot to bring my mugs. So I'm like, oh yeah, because they wanted to see it. So I'm like, all right, cool. And since I had brought both of them, I'm like, might as well do like a little photo shoot with the mugs. And like, you gotta order drinks for each one.
You got new mugs going again?
No, it's just the ones that I did, the Bowie one, and then the Marvel Fin Fang Foom one.
Okay.
I wanted to like bring it out to the bar, and they wanted to see it, so I was like, check it out.
I realized how Mondo like definitely didn't give you credit for that type thing.
It's on the product listing,
Oh, interesting.
but on Twitter and all that other stuff. They
Yeah,
just say,
there's
like,
nothing.
Marvel. Yeah.
And that's where you can use it too, right? Like that's where you can use like a boost on like a link.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like, I think it's like more people would be interested to see the people's work. I think they definitely do that for like the bigger artists, like this is this person.
Yeah, but it's not like they need help.
Yeah. But it doesn't. It's not even necessarily for them to help them. It's more like, oh shit, like that guy designed it. I definitely want to buy it. Like,
yeah, additional advertising for their product.
Yeah.
But
whereas
for you, it would be like,
arcade, like who the fuck's that guy?
It's the reverse of like, I don't know who this guy is, but extra click here can't hurt.
Yeah, and on the, did you drop it right here?
It fell through the I dropped it and it fell through the boat.
It's on the plank. I got it.
I think I was supposed to. I just dropped it like that.
There you go. I just dropped it. Is that where we're supposed to leave it?
No, it reset.
Oh, what the fuck? Why?
I don't know. You did the same thing I did.
Deliver the cash. Oh, wait, am I supposed to give it to this guy, right?
I think you're supposed to highlight him or whatever. I'm just gonna sit on the plank
here. We go.
Just gonna sit on the plank.
I got it now. You're right.
Just sitting on the plank.
This is a start.
How'd you do that? That's
I
cool.
don't know. It just said sit.
One of those like random prompts.
It said sit. I will sit.
I wonder if you could fish while you're sitting like that.
And I couldn't even emote or anything.
Move.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that a lot of the other mugs that I had designed for them didn't go through.
Nothing.
Apparently the guy my buddy who hired me, he hasn't been with the company for a while now. He left to do other toy stuff.
Oh.
He had put like a ton of tiki mugs like on order to make. And like Mondo was like, "This is too much." You're like, "Who approved all this?" You know? Because I think they were like asking like 10,000 of like a ton of different versions, you know, different stuff. Because each mug has like their own variant, you know.
Yeah, the different colors and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's something over here. There might be a tarot card. Yeah, it is a tarot card. And so they were telling me like, yeah, so like they had to cancel a lot of them, like not just mine, there's a bunch of stuff that they had on the slate. So a lot of the ones that I had worked on just didn't go through. Like I was super stoked to draw a Gremlins one, but they already have like 2 Gremlins ones already. So that's why they're
like,
saying like it's too much. But mine actually looked tiki, you know, like in that style, like actual whatever you want to call it, Polynesian.
Versus like a mug, just like a mug thing.
Yeah, like it was just a creature, you know, like Fin Fang Foom just looks kind of like a creature, you know, it doesn't look like it's made out of wood or anything, even though it looks cool. But and then I did the one that looks like a videotape for their what is it, like their cafe or video vortex.
I don't know.
They have like this thing where it's like a bar and you can go there and play games. It started in Austin, and then now I think a lot of the Alamo Draft House have this video vortex spot inside of them, and so I made a mug for that, and it's just like a big VHS tape, because you could also rent VHS tapes there at those places. So this mug is a VHS tape but it looks like it's made out of wood, like driftwood.
I'm sorry. You need to go to a gun shop, right?
Oh yeah. I gotta get some more ammo. And then I did a Disney one, but their Disney contract, they didn't get it renewed, so a lot of Disney stuff isn't getting made.
It's just kind of sitting on the back, like just waiting, or just never going to be made.
No, that's like never going to be made. They never renewed it, so they're just like all that stuff is just, you know,
done
on the wayside. Yeah. And they said the last one that I did was the Back to the Future DeLorean, and they said that might still be made.
Need any assistance?
Still amazing that you know, you got to work on like an official Marvel thing.
Yeah, like it didn't even occur to me until afterwards. Like, holy shit! Like indirectly, I made something for Marvel.
Yeah.
It does the job, all right.
Because everyone's like, some people were asking me like, "Oh, you worked for Marvel?" I'm like, well, not really for Marvel, but I mean, it's a Marvel product.
Hey, I made a product for a dragon, a giant dragon. So.
I know, and I was telling everybody like, yeah, the one Marvel thing I did is the one that everyone finds racist.
Man,
he got canceled, and he's not even gonna show up in Shang-Chi.
When did that character show up?
Oh, he's like OG
80s?
Dan Lee, Jack Kirby. Yeah, it's pretty old. It's like, but you guys, you know, you did the Mandarin. I mean, like obviously the Mandarin was kind of a joke in the movie.
I got the work laptop open, so let's see. 1961.
Right.
Woo!
Yeah, alright, see? Everyone was racist back then.
They didn't even think about it.
I mean, indirectly, you know, it's not like they were trying to be, you know, right? But it was like whole it's the whole Fu Manchu thing.
Yeah. No one even batted an eye about any of this stuff.
Yeah. He's a cool character, you know, it's a space dragon that just happens to be Asian for some reason.
The product of its time.
Yeah. So like my buddy who owns the bar, he's like, I like it. That must mean I'm racist. It's like,
If you're lucky.
I didn't know
You
that
are
there was a
making
racist
quite a
thing like
name for
going on
yourself. I
about
got
him,
new work
but yeah,
if you're in business. Might be
obviously.
Capitaaaleeee in it for you. Got a new
Why does the dragon
opportunity.
have to be Asian? I
Might
guess
even be some
is
yeah,
that
Capitaaaleeee
the whole?
involved.
exactly. Like, and I guess the way he talks, because like Fin Fang Fu.
All right.
It sounds cool. It doesn't sound very Asian.
Or
It's
at
a
Fu
least
giant
Manchu, I
dragon.
guess. But still.
Cornwall
Yeah.
spitting teeth, which is the same
Oh,
thing.
I mean, it's so weird that they
Now
couldn't
we
just
raise the
retcon
stakes
him
a little.
because there literally
Go after
is
the
a
old
huge
fashioned on his
dragon
own
in the
ground.
movie of
The
Shang-Chi.
refinery
But
I
they're
saw
like,
I saw a
Heartlands.
toy of a giant
If there's
dragon.
gonna be a
yeah,
stash
but
of
they're like, oh no,
Capitaaaleeee
that's the
anywhere,
great
it's there.
protector.
Now,
Fin
if you
Fang
want
Fu's
my
not in the
advice,
movie. We're
you
not gonna
wanna
let him
leave
be in
this
the movie. It's like,
There's enough guards up there to
it's a
give
cool
you more
character.
than a
Just
headache.
change the name, make him
The
cool.
details,
You know, like
I'll
take
leave to you.
ownership of it. Like I'm sure like the Asian writers and all those guys could like make it cool. It's like, and even in the comics, there wasn't anything that really made him.
Though?
He showed up in Shang-Chi because he hides out in Asia, I think, and that's pretty much where Iron Man found him too. Which is so weird because the whole thing with Iron Man back in the day was that he was technology fighting against like the old ways, right? Mysticism and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why his like everyone's like, why is his nemesis like this Mandarin dude, right? Because it's like it's just some wizard dude. But they're all connected because the Mandarin has the rings, and the rings actually controlled Fin Fang Foom. So he found the rings and he started controlling them. And I don't know too much about the new movie right now. Like if those rings are supposed to be the same rings that control Finn, you know, or that. But the Mandarin is the one who found it, and I don't think this dude is Mandarin. I mean, the Mandarin in this movie. Shit. Because that would have been weird if they retconned it to be like Shang-Chi's dad to be the Mandarin.
How Fin Fang Foom saved Christmas.
Is it the one where he's wearing the costume too? The Santa Claus?
He probably has a hat on, right?
Yeah.
It's just a paragraph. It's a paragraph.
Oh, okay. Because I think I remember seeing an image like that.
The paragraph and the title of the paragraph is How Fin
That's
Fang
funny.
Foom Saved Christmas.
I actually had one of his, a statue of his, like, way back in the day, but I sold it. It was pretty rare. But I was also like, it's cool, but I don't really care that much. It's not like a huge fan of it. I think I bought it just because it's like, oh man, he's rare. And then afterwards, but I don't really care.
Yeah, like I mean, I saw the tiki mug, like, you know, you posted it, and like, never even crossed my mind, like, gee, that's racist. Like, it's just
Right, it's not even like a thing like that too. It's not like it's made to look like, you know, like there's nothing with the eyes or he doesn't talk weird or anything like that. So it's like because he's, I guess how he was made or the like you said product of the time that it's doing that. So I don't feel like why is he canceled?
so
The
weird.
dragon.
So it's the other problem. It's, you know, it's under the Disney umbrella, so they don't want to touch. They don't want to like step on anybody's toes, basically. Ooh, we got off the horse, and we gotta.
How far is it?
It's like it was right on the
it's right
other
there.
side. Yeah.
Wait, is it this one? No, it's not this one. Oh, it is this one.
I swear it's that one.
Yeah, I saw another wagon all the way over there.
Oh, there's one further, but it's the closest.
Yeah, it's this one right here. We'll literally run to right now.
Got the driver.
Thank you. Oh, we gotta bring it back?
There's definitely way more racist stuff, like the cats in like I forgot what cat cartoon it was for Disney and stuff like that. Like
Oh, right, the
the
Aristocats.
like the Siamese cats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Goodness.
we are
You know,
Siamese.
like this is not even.
Please.
This is not even. It's not even
Yeah,
close
that's
to
totally
that.
racist. Yeah, like Fin Fang Foom doesn't say that shit.
If he says it, it's because you're reading it like that. Like.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's so funny. I did a, what do you call that? Oh, Jesus, it just crashed in here. Now destroy the oil wagon. Okay.
All right.
Oh, horse! Oh shit! Get out of here, horse!
Here, I'll take the
How do I
horse
get-
away.
hold on.
I got it.
All right, cool. Yeah, then I'm just gonna slap his ass. All these other horses are gonna die though. Sorry, buddies.
Did you get dinged for that? For killing 2 horses right there?
No, I didn't say anything. Oh, he's just running away. I don't think he's bad. Ooh, in your face.
Search the area for the Capitaaaleeee.
Go to hell! You're going to the dog!
You're going to the dog. What? This guy disappeared. Oh yeah. When I was driving back, like late in the trip, I decided like, oh man, I should probably do a book on tape or audio book or whatever. I've never done that.
Oh, yeah, but you got like
can't really-
8 hours or whatever.
Yeah, or yeah, like a ton, right? I like hundreds of hours, and normally I can't concentrate because I just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, that's
But
my problem.
anyway.
I like I just
Zone out.
zone out and stop paying attention. And it's like, wait, what did they just say? Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like a commercial. I was like, usually I put that stuff on to like distract you, not like to pay attention. But so the guy it's a British book. Wait, oh, I found an alcohol bottle. And so the guy who's doing the voice or who's reading it, he's doing the voices of everything, right? And it's so, like, he does an American voice really well. Obviously, he does a good British voice because he's a Brit. But for some reason, in the book, there's an Asian person. Which
oh no!
really doesn't make any sense why that's even in the story. It's just some dude. The whole book was about wine, and this guy in this vineyard, and he does the Chinese voice or the Asian voice. He does it like straight up, like stereotypical, like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, what? I'm like, who approved this? This book isn't even that old. You know, it's just like, I mean, it's like maybe from like late like 90s, but still, I was like, holy shit. And it was like so blatantly bad. I'm like, bro, this is like, I feel like I should.
I'm
I'm
offended.
embarrassed for it. Yeah. Like, I like this guy's books, but like this.
I shouldn't be listening to this at all.
Yeah,
What is
exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, and luckily, like that part wasn't like, or that character wasn't really in the book at all. Like I said, it didn't even make sense why he was in the book.
Oh my god, how did I die from the 2nd floor?
Did you fall?
Yeah, I fell. I fell from the 2nd floor to the middle, and like the machinery killed me or something. I don't really know.
Oh, that's. That actually does.
Oh, right when you said listening to an audiobook and then like an Asian character shows up, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, you just know.
Like, oh, we're
And
going
yeah,
there.
Like I said, it's like, why is this even, like, you know, like, the character could have spoken normal, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's like saying like it's so weird how that. I mean, I'm sure somebody actually ended up has spoken that way, right? Because it's like, even if you like, you know, my parents obviously don't speak perfect English, and they have an accent, but they don't talk like Speedy Gonzalez, you know. So it's like, I don't know a lot of Asian people that talk the same way, that talk like that. Like you can tell you can tell like they're not native, but they don't sound like that.
Yeah.
And he made it sound like that, which is like, what are you doing?
like Jerry Lewis thing,
Oh yeah.
with the super thing. Like, I mean, it's not like they
He
get
had like
really
this
creative.
tape on his
right?
eyes.
They don't get really creative with their racism. So that
Yeah,
kind of
it's all the
voice
same.
and everything. Yeah.
But that was really bad because they even have to do like the whole eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, welcome to
Like
old
yeah, like I was watching
times.
like Gilligan's
Everywhere.
Island, and they're like because obviously back in the day like white people played everybody, so it was like somebody from Japan crash land on their island, and he was just like the same stereotypical one. Like, but as I was watching, like yeah, of course this is like done in the '60s. This was still black and white, but probably earlier than that.
What the heck was
Where are you?
Gilligan? I have to like lose the law. It says.
You got really far.
Do I have to kill this guy to get it off me?
Is there somebody chasing you?
No.
There's nobody around.
I'll go hide in a bush.
Yeah, like how far do they? Oh, I guess we could outrun it. I'm almost out of the ring.
I'm almost out of the wanted thing, so.
Oh, come on. This dude showed up out of nowhere. And, like, he appeared in between both of us.
I have to wait for you to lose the law now.
Oh, there you go again. Like, I was already out of it.
Hey, you're the one with the money, right? So.
Oh, probably. I did pick something up. I don't know what it is. Do I have the money? It's kind of hard to see. There's nobody behind us, right?
No, we got 11 minutes.
What the hell? What you... It literally just turned red all of a sudden. There's like nobody near us either.
Weird.
Do you know which direction we should be going in? Just so I don't have to go too far.
See if you could drop the money. I'll see if I can see the icon. Wait, there is a bad guy. Behind us.
There's a ton of guys. What the fuck? And yet somehow the wanted thing isn't even following me now. Oh good, they're after you now. Oh, never mind, now it's on me. Man, fuck you guys. You ruined my day. Got my little pea shooter.
How about now?
Hold on, let me see. Drop bag. Can't drop it in.
Okay.
Wait. So what do we do? Leave it? Run for the hills.
I still gotta wait for you?
I'm going into this house. Oh
As
shit, I
long
ran
as-
into a door.
As long as you're outside of the circle. It still says waiting for you to use. Oh, now I got the. Alright,
What
alright.
happened? Now it disappeared again.
I got caught somehow.
Yeah, but the red ring showed up on me. It's still asking me to leave. Because there's all...
There's like 7 dudes in front of there, so watch out. Hey.
Did you pick up the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully when this goes off, at least it'll show us where to go. Got Ted. Ted is left.
Okay. trying to lose the law again. So I'm outside the red circle.
Me too. I'm on D. Alright, it's gone. Done.
Done.
Wait for your posse to lose the law.
I'm on A, unfortunately.
You're on A?
Yeah. I'm on N. About to start T.
This was weird. I think it should have been happening like this.
There we go. How far out did we go? No, we didn't go too far.
Canned pineapples.
Oh, after we play this, I want to test Diablo 3 really quick to see if I can do share play. Because I believe I could do share play with you on any PS5 game, so... And this is a PS4 game, so it doesn't even matter, but... I want to see if... I don't remember if Diablo 3 was, like, local co-op.
Yeah, it was.
I think it is, but I don't remember. So I just want to see how that works after we play this. Just want to test very quick. But yeah, it's really nice that, like, if I get a PS5 game and say you, like, I want to play alongside you or, like, have you try it, I could totally share play it with you on the PS4.
Right, yeah.
They actually don't care.
But does it look good?
That's probably just up to your internet connection. So.
Yeah. I have
my
good
God.
internet, I have to update the firmware on my router, which I can't figure out how because I can't remember the password to get into it. Which sucks because it's one of the, what do you call it? The Nighthawk. The good one.
Oh, okay.
And it needs an upgrade. And
I thought it
tells
just
you
does
like
it by
upgrade.
itself too. Oh.
It should have, but I don't know what's going on because it's not. Because they're like, you need to upgrade it, and I'm like, get into it and then go in your settings. I'm like, I can't. I want to see if I could call them up and say something.
I had to drop the bag, pick it back up, and then talk to this guy.
Give it to him. There's another tarot card over here somewhere. It might be on that bench by you.
I just gave in because Comcast had a level data cap, and I kept getting really close, and then I started going over, and I think it's because my mom started watching YouTube videos left and right, so my data just skyrocketed. Plus, downloading games as well. So that combination is just like, okay, I'll just give the $25, and then it was like, a certain amount of money to get unlimited. But then I was like, I might as well just go even further, and just get the X-Fi thing. So like, I have their modem and their smart Wi-Fi router and all that stuff. So
yeah. Is it good?
Yeah, I've had no problems. Obviously, the only bad thing is that I pay like $130 a month for like gigabit internet, but but no outages, no problems. I call it a convenience fee, I guess. So
yeah. I didn't realize that a lot of these deals that we get, like the upload speed is very low.
uploads, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I was like doing some video work and I was trying to upload. I'm like, dude, this is like, it's a 3-minute clip. Why is it taking me like an hour? Like, no, sorry, sir. It's your plan. Like, I'm like, I got like 250 megabytes or whatever, of download speed or whatever, but you can't do this. It's like, yeah, you can only do
It's
this
not even
much.
close. It's not even
Yeah,
close.
like what? Like 10 megabytes?
Let's see. All right, I want to check the dailies. Camp themes updated. Sean McGuire. Sean McGuire mission. What else? Anything else? Drink antique alcohol.
Is it really? Oh, I got one of those.
Horse cargo. Poor skinned black-tailed rattlesnake carcass. Gee, I wonder where that came from. Alright, where is Sean McGuire? Let's see.
Oh shit, I don't remember. He's in some shack somewhere.
Sean McGuire. He is outside of West Elizabeth. Okay.
Wait, what are we doing? I thought you were gonna switch over.
Not yet. Let's just do this one thing for the daily thing, and then we'll switch to. You mean like to Diablo? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, is that what you're saying? You were gonna
Yeah,
do?
yeah. So let's just do this one mission, and then we'll switch out. Where was Sean McGuire? Let's see. I just highlighted him.
You said West Elizabeth, right?
Blackwater. Travel to Blackwater. $5. During Christmas time in New York City, Wong, manservant to Doctor Strange, walked down the street past many bitter New Yorkers, one of which knocked him into Fin Fang Foom. Okay. Since he loved reading stories about him as a child, Wong decided to follow him down the street. Soon, they ended up in Times Square, where a big rig with a giant robotic Santa was causing a traffic jam. As it turned out, Hydra was hidden on the truck and a robotic Santa came to life. Wong looked to Foom for help in stopping them, but Foom hated humans and refused to help. Crushed, Wong battled Hydra alone. Unfortunately, Wong was no match for them alone, so Foom helped him. Next, Wong, under Foom's orders, drove the truck into the rampaging Santa, which knocked it onto the truck. Then, Foom sneezed fire into the robot's gas tank, blowing it up. The Hydra agents surrounded Wong and Foom. Luckily, a neighborhood faction of Hydra appeared and started arguing with the other Hydra agents. Foom takes the opportunity to incite a fight between them. Afterwards, Wong asked Foom why he saved him. Foom said, despite his hatred for humanity, he dislikes seeing others fight alone. Wong offered to make him dinner with his master, but Foom turned him down. As Foom walked away, Wong wondered what it would be like to be the last of his kind like Foom. How about that? How about that?
He's an old softy. Ooh.
Oh, Lord, no! Oh, no! Oh, shit! Move on out of here.
Alright, let's go do this last mission here.
You saw Jungle Cruise?
No, I did not. I haven't been able to bring myself to go see it. I'm going to
check
see.
it out just because
I saw Old. It was terrible, like hilariously terrible, and
oh man, I kind of figured.
Just hilarious dialogue.
That's funny because I was almost gonna see that and decided like, nah, let's go see Jungle Cruise.
It's at least it's so bad. It's like entertainingly bad.
Like The Happening.
I don't know.
That one was terrible.
I just remember The Happening was like. I only read about The Happening, and I think it was like some growth or something like the plants or something like
yeah,
that.
the
but...
plants all like attack humanity. Like, poisoning them, so.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
like,
bad. But
we're
the
talking about
dialogue in
like,
that was really terrible too.
we're talking like dialogue where like, somebody starts having a seizure at the very beginning of the movie, and then this guy's like, move away, and then like he says his name, and then he's like, I'm a nurse, and then like he says all this extra crap that like nobody cares. Like, why would you? No one talks like this.
Yeah, like
No
shut up and
one
hurry
says,
up.
like, you would just say, I'm a nurse, like I'm in the medical, like I know what I'm doing, right? I don't need to know your name
Yeah,
and like your history as you're like
yeah, yeah.
helping this person, like that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, that's like
like
terrible,
We
like
knew you'd get caught up in
for
this,
giving like that information.
Yeah, you're just the type.
yes,
New job's just in.
like
Probably get some
amateur
Capitaaaleeee along the way.
amateur
Sure, I still
Yeah.
hold
hour
on to $1.
dialogue
Let alone
basically.
bloody Capitaaaleeee. You know, I've been thinking about
That's
the
what made it
economics of the situation.
super
So,
entertaining, because
Martelli
it's
and his
like, wow.
cronies are trading this
That's funny.
Capitaaaleeee
Like
stuff
that's
among
interesting that you say it like that
black
because
market deals, imports,
the
exports,
happening,
that kind of thing.
I guess it was
They turned
more
their back
like
for
the
a moment,
acting was just
and every
horrible.
deadbeat for 100
Well, I
miles
think
got
Like
I
his
think the
hands on a
they all
dialogue
gun.
is
acted
so
like they didn't know
bad.
how to
Just the
act.
other night,
Well, I
a
think the
lady of
dialogue is so
negotiable
bad that it
affection
like
asked me if I was paying in
handcuffs
cash or
the
Capitaaaleeee.
actors.
The mind boggles.
Yeah.
And no,
Like
I won't
like
tell
you
you
have
where
to
to find
stick.
her. But
He
there's
wants you to
someone I will
stick to
tell you
his
how to
ridiculous
find. A
like
few summers, in
dialogue.
fact. Camped out
So
in the
like,
arse end of
what are
nowhere,
you supposed to
sitting
do
on a
then?
wee stash that
So
includes some
Yeah.
Capitaaaleeee.
because
Now,
it
how
has
do
the
they get it?
guy.
Damned if I know.
Uh,
Like I say, the economics are enough to twist your mind.
like
But
if
Isn't
you
the guy
see
from
it,
Dark City in there?
yeah, the main guy, the
Rufus
Rufus.
Sewell.
Yeah, like, uh, like we know
Sewell.
he can act.
Yeah.
And
I say that with what is it, Gabriel?
if you see
Garcia?
it, like you'll see like it's a meaty role too, right? But it's just like, the dialogue, like I really believe like the dialogue and stuff that they were given is just like, it's so wooden. Like the characters are so wooden, but like these people can act too. So
Yeah.
it is it's very special. Apparently Stacy overheard some child after we saw some other movie, like Stillwater or something like that at River East,
Yeah.
and as we were walking down the hallway, she overheard a 10-year-old like just asking her mom, like, this movie so why is this movie so stupid? Like, why? And then it's like she didn't say the name of the movie, but like, why did they like start fighting when they got older and stuff like that? Like all this stuff, like all this, like yep.
Mhm.
Even a 10-year-old thinks your movie is stupid.
That's awesome. I think they don't get it. Like, what the fuck's up with this movie?
So yeah.
No, yeah, and the only reason I brought the other one up is because there's I don't want to say it's bad dialogue. It's intentional because like the ride itself, like when you ride the Jungle Cruise,
Yeah.
they have cringy jokes,
Okay.
which is on purpose. Like they'll be like,
Bayou jokes and stuff. Like,
it's like a lot of puns, Like, I don't want to run out of gas. It's like, oh, you're so exhausting, or
Yeah.
something stupid like that. Like that's the whole thing. But it's like
on purpose.
Yeah, because like even in, like on the actual shit, I don't want to drop it. Like it makes your eyes roll when you're on the ride. Like you laugh because it's stupid. Like this is ridiculous,
Okay.
And so in the movie, like they say those jokes, and like the characters or the people who are there to also feel the same way about the jokes, which is like it's funny, but it's also like, yeah, of course, like that was the whole point. Like we figured that was gonna be a thing, but it's just like there's got to be more to it than that, It's like, which there is. Like eventually it stops because it's just too stupid. But it's like how it gets there is pretty funny. Shit.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies. Like if I want to really go see something, right, and like there's no other movie to see, then I'll totally go through that.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where like I could go see, Green Knight and like Roadrunner or something else, but they were like, they're already past like their date, I guess, you know. So it's like Jungle Cruise is still like,
yeah,
it's that too, but like Jungle Cruise was like the one that's still in the the prime. Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
like
you got
okay, I'll go
plenty.
see this one
Yeah.
now because I know the other ones I'll be able to see at any other time because they're already in the normal theaters.
Yeah, definitely see Green Knight if you can in the theater. 'Cause that's definitely worth
Yeah, that's gonna be there for a while. I mean, not for a super long time, but
it. Definitely not
like
as
that's why
long
it's
as
the next one.
definitely not as long as Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise, just because it's a Disney thing, like it's gonna be there forever. But
Oh yeah. No, yeah. This is A24.
mm-hmm.
Now what do we gotta do?
Lose the law, it says for me.
These guys are always here. What the fuck?
I don't know how or what we killed to bring them on.
Yeah, like we're in a secluded area, and somehow cops show up. Wait, let me hop on.
Oh. Do they not see us?
No, we should get out of the circle while we're right here.
Oh, they just cut in. We're out of here.
But the one thing that bugged me so much about the Jungle Cruise is like, unlike shit, I don't know if I should shoot him or not from my favorite thing. Like unlike Pirates, like the first Pirates at least, like it looked dirty, right? Like like none of the actors look like attractive, you know? Like they look like they're from that time, right?
Okay.
But like in Jungle Cruise, I don't know
Perfect?
because everything's
Just
so high def.
Everybody's just perfect.
I mean, like The Rock always looks smooth, right? Like he always,
yeah. Emily Blunt, totally fine.
But Emily
too.
Blunt, like she got like makeup. Like you're in the fucking river, like you took this big ass trip to get to the Amazon, and your whole hair and your face looks perfect.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But to counter that, her brother, the other guy who's in there too, he immediately gets all sweaty and rashy and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, what? Like, but she's not at all.
Yeah.
Looks like this. This takes it out of it. Like what the hell?
Just because
like the Rock looks sweaty.
Just because there's the opposite example, like right in front of you. That's how you notice it, basically.
Yeah, like I don't know if that was like, oh my god, look, she's like really well made for the jungle, and he's not. But it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean she's not gonna sweat. And it's like kind of ridiculous how tight the Rock's clothes is. It's just like, jeez.
Show off the guns and everything, huh?
Yeah, and it's just like it just looks too comical. I mean, I know it is a comedy-ish adventure movie, but it's very funny. But it is very.
Oh god!
I was like, are we gonna die right now?
Ooh.
We're not in a good spot though.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Oh, some dude's still here. Jesus, get out of here.
Ooh.
But it does have that same kind of feeling to Pirates, like it almost makes you feel like, oh man, I wonder if there's gonna be a crossover or something.
The first Pirates instead of like the fifth Pirates. I don't even know how many movies there were. But...
I think I bought almost all of them just because they are bad, but the fact that they're the only Pirates movies made in like the last century almost.
Yeah.
Like I just watch it for like the scenery and the costumes. Like, oh man, they did a good job with the boats and all that cool shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all pretty terrible after like the third one. Actually, the third one's pretty bad. I like the second one because it had Davy Jones, and that was like behind the scenes footage, like seeing Bill Nye.
Thing, right?
Yeah, Bill Nye's doing the acting for like the squiggly face, and just like he's like amazing.
Yeah, Davy Jones shows up as like a squid-like thing, right? Something like that.
Yeah, he's like his face is like a squid, and he's like one arm is like all tentacles, I think, or like a lobster hand.
Mm.
Yeah, all the characters in that one they're pretty. They look pretty awesome. The third one actually has like Chinese like pirates because it has Chow Yun Fat, and it's got like
I didn't even remember the third one at all.
Yeah, it's called At World's End, and but they're not like they look stereotypical, but it's still kind of like the Orient, right? The mystical Orient.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, like it's Disney, so they're not trying to be like racist about it. Can you just drop this here? Wait, don't leave yet, because I hear
things.
I hear some magic happening around here. I mean, hopefully I'm still in this area. Oh shit, where are we?
Oh, right outside?
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe?
Is this the same spot we were?
Oh, I see it. Straight ahead. You see that? It's on the right side.
Yep. Oh, it's a plant. Oh no, it's a card.
Alright. Switch over just really quick, just to test how SharePlay even works on that. Because you don't sign into an account, like, and that's what's like concerning to me. Like, how does that even work? But all right,
I just take over whatever your game you're playing.
I want to see if you can play alongside me. That's my.
Oh yeah, I think it just shows up as like guest or like
Yeah, but then what happens to the character? Are you like a level 1? Like what happens? You know. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I want to test. So let's find out.